Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As promised, I said I was gonna upload. Bear with me guys, because I still feel very shy and nervous, even though like I'm not like this in real person for real. Like I'm a social butterfly, but when it comes to online, y'all be different on here for real. Anyways, we're gonna keep showing up because that's what God wants me to do for myself, for you guys, and for him. So I wanted to share a Bible verse. Okay, bear with me. I know that y'all hear Bible verse and y'all like,
What? What are you talking about, man?
but relax. Bear with me, okay? Let me put y'all on, okay? So for those of you that may or may not know, I have been on a journey to get closer to God and just learn more about God, right? However that may be, whether it's via religion, spirituality, or just through my life experiences, right? So I do attend a fellowship where we go over Bible verses and spiritual experiences with God, right? Cool. And this specific verse popped out to me, and God was like, yeah, let's dive into this. And I said, okay, God, whatever you want. So the Bible verse that I'm referring to is 1 John chapter 4, verse 8 says, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Okay? Love comes from God. So knowing God means loving others. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have some notes that I have written down, so I won't forget any key points. When I read this verse, I'm like, oh, like that is so true. If God is love, then do we truly know God if we don't move with loving intentions? If we don't bring down these walls that we have surrounding our hearts? Because nowadays a lot of people, they take pride in like having a cold heart or not having emotions, being nonchalant, and that just makes me feel so sad. Because like when you experience true love, it is so beautiful, especially from God. Like if you are closing your heart off to, let's say, a romantic or platonic partner, you are also closing your heart off to God. Okay? Bear with me now. Because if you are incapable of loving this person, how are you capable of loving God? How are you able to receive God's unconditional, pure, genuine love if you don't even if you cringe at a sight of love, or if you cringe at somebody trying to give you a hug? Because I know a lot of people, I used to be one of those people where I would never say I love you to my friends before hanging up the phone or leaving after we met up together. Not even to my family. Like, I would not say I love you, any type of like loving, encouraging words. I didn't grow up like that, like I wasn't shown that. From a Hispanic household, specifically Dominican, I truly do believe that their definition of love is like providing the care and the basic necessities that you need: food, water, shelter. You feel me? But when it comes to affection, and not every Dominican household is the same. However, when it comes to affection, they are kind of like, or emotional availability, they are not as tapped in as I'm learning they should have been, or could be. And I don't blame them, because they probably most likely didn't grow up with the same emotional available parents or family members, right? Boom. However, it is up to us to break that cycle. Like, we don't have to continue this cycle with our kids. We can be more affectionate and be more emotionally available for our kids and future generations, so that they can know and experience what love looks like coming from the people who mean the most to them, which are their parents, right? And then when they grow up, whether they're female or male, they will know how to properly love and how to distinguish what's love and what's not love. and avoid so many like heartbreaks, right? Possibly, hopefully. I don't want to make this video too long, but I have something else written down that says you don't get closer to God just by saying you believe in him. You get closer to God by becoming love, embodying love. So what does that look like? Well, you're not going to harbor bitterness. Like, you're not going to say, oh yeah, well, you're not going to say, well, this person did me wrong, so I'm going to do them the same way they did me. Or I'm going to like distance myself and just cut them off. Yes, you can cut them off and distance yourself, but do it once you have forgiven them, you know? And forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for yourself, so that you won't harbor those feelings of resentment and pain and agony. Because the more you harbor those feelings, it starts growing into like I call it like an emotional cancer tumor. Because everything starts at a spiritual level, and emotional, then mental, then physical. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for yourself, so that you can let go and be free from that mental cage. Like, it is so freeing to forgive. And even if they don't accept it, when you do ask for forgiveness, that's on them. Okay, you're gonna feel at peace because you know what, you did everything that you could do to ask for forgiveness, to have a clean slate. And that's all that God asks. He doesn't want you to go above and beyond. I just don't want people's hearts to turn cold or have these walls up, because then you won't experience true love. And if you don't experience true love, how are you experiencing God? You feel me? And God wants you to experience him to the fullest. But how can he come in and work on you if your heart is surrounded by icicles? You know, God will work on those who are moldable, who are willing to be vulnerable with him. And I had a pastor tell me not too long ago, he told me, he's like, you need to be more vulnerable with the Lord. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, God knows everything I go through. Like, God knows, sees, hears everything. So what do you mean I have to be more vulnerable? And he's like, you need to talk to him more. Talk to him like he's your best friend. Because that is how you cultivate a relationship with God. Like, yes, he knows everything about you and knows your whole life, knows your heart, knows what you're thinking. If you think about it with any other friend of yours, you're not going to just expect them to know things about you. You're going to share details with them. Like, okay, you know, my favorite color, I love this, I love that, we have this in common, right? And God expects or wants the same thing, not expects, but he wants the same thing from you. He wants to cultivate that relationship with you of intimacy. He wants to be more intimate with you. So when the pastor told me that, I'm like, you are so right. Like, I just thought or assumed that because God sees me going through my trials and tribulations, sees me going through these challenges, that he already knows what I'm going through. But the real nitty gritty is when you open up to God and express to God, like, hey, God, this actually hurt me, you know? And just being open and vulnerable with him about how you feel, how anything, even when it comes to him, I would even be honest and share with him, like, hey, God, like, I'm honestly frustrated with you. Like I don't want to feel this way, you know? Like, help me get out of this rut. Help me understand you. Help me understand why things are going the way that they are. It just makes me so sad that everybody in this generation, hurt people are hurting people, you know? And instead of healing, I used to do the same thing. I would experience a heartbreak and I'll just push it to the side and be like, it is what it is. I gotta keep moving, keep doing what I gotta do, and become a workaholic, you know, put my feelings to the side, bury it temporarily though, because they will always come up. They will come up eventually. If you have unhealed, unprocessed emotions, they will come up. You will feel heavy within your soul, like your spirit, your body, like your heart. And if you truly want to experience love, true love, You have to get out of that mindset of, I'm gonna do them the way they do me, or not fully processing how you feel, not fully processing your emotions, and just putting them on the back burner. I just wanted to share that in case anybody may be going through the same thing, or they relate to what I'm going through. If it resonates, let me know. But okay, the video is at 10 minutes now. God is waiting for you to open your heart to him. Do you trust him? I know I do. I trust him with my whole life. But anyways, that is the message that I have for you guys for this week. And if you liked the video, if it resonated with you, please leave me also, I want to try to like not edit these videos so you guys could see like just the raw unfiltered me. Okay, anyways, yes, if you like the video, like the video. If you like the video, you know what to do. Okay, you see the button right there. And if you enjoyed this message and you want to hear more, then subscribe. Hello. Okay, bye. Love you guys.